PGA Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Players' Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very pleased to be covering this particular featured group because there's a fresh rivalry developing. I smell rivalry in the air. It's going to provide some great entertainment to both the spectators and us this week.
So it looks like they aim to beat Justin Thomas. Should add a bit of extra excitement to our coverage today, Henny.
Oh, that goes without saying, Luke, but Justin Thomas will not be easy to beat. I don't think there's a more competitive man out there on tour.
No, you're absolutely right there. He's a complete player. It'll certainly be interesting to keep an eye on this rivalry throughout the event. Oh, it's a little wayward, bouncing through the branches. Always unpredictable here out of the pine straw. Hello and welcome back to the Players' Championship. We're picking up the action on the first hole. Let's get into it. And choosing the 8-iron here. Where did that come from? That's not his style. And here we are with the third shot. Well, just like Lloyd Christmas, you've got a chance. And if this can go down, he'll save par.
I can't believe this. Is this going to go in?
That's a good putt to make. We'll take that.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
Why not take another look at that effort?
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
He's in a share of 12th place. The first of our birdie opportunities comes second, par 5.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left, and if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this layout.
Bit untidy, wasn't it? Henny, do you have a better look at this lie?
Oh, this might trigger a temper tantrum. This is not sitting nicely.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. Setting up from the first cut here in the green. They could hold it from here. look at birdie here.
Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
Currently 1 under for the tournament.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Let's take a look at the par 3 third. Straight away mid-iron to short iron shot.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of this green, well, I tell you what, good luck on you. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
Going with the 7. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. Putting for birdie.
This really looks good.
That one raced by. Bit of work coming back. 6 feet remaining to the cup.
He's got this for his par.
Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one. We'll hold.
That hole looks double the size for this player this week.
And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's got some work to do, but he's only 1 back from his rival.
Well, the 4th is another great example that it doesn't need to be a long par 4 to be a testing one. This 4th can be menacing, can't it?
Just a small little twisty par 4. Just going to take out a fairway wood, find the fairway, and from there you're going to have a small second shot, probably a wedge. 3 distinct sections to this green, the front, the right, and the back left, and all of them have their difficulties when hitting your approach shot into them. However, in my mind's eye, if you find the fairway, you should have a decent look for birdie.
It looked like it came out of a cannon. Justin Thomas, major champion, world #1 player, really has all the attributes, doesn't he, Rich?
He does. His focus on his own game is amazing. I think that this kid really understands how to play the game. He's got all the shots, but he doesn't try and get up there and hit it as hard as he can every single time. He gets out there and he learns how to play the game, hit the finesse shots when you need it, take some risks when you need to, but also back off when you don't need to. This kid is a real deal, complete game from head to toe.
Needs this one to kick right. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard.
They've got this putt to pull ahead of Justin Thomas. This group rivalry could get interesting.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Just 3 feet to the cup. Just didn't drop. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Now 4 back after that hole. All right, Rich, the par 4 fifth. A strong hole, this one, isn't it?
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad, but a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
Oh, that is bombed. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
He is right on the 150-yard marker here.
Going with the 8-iron here.
They're going with a bit more club here. Let's see if it was the right call.
Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt. Second shot here on the 5th. And back to the course with the live action. Now, this is a challenging one. A lengthy putt awaits.
This putt to tie Justin Thomas.
That was a gallant attempt. What's in front of them, Henny?
He's looking at around 14 foot, I'd say.
This one's dialed in. Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice par putt. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The tee shot at the par 4 6th has changed a lot now that that tree's been taken out of the way, Rich. But what do you think of this short par 4?
I missed the tree. I thought that was a really cool feature of this hole. You had to flight it underneath the tree back in the day to find the fairway. The bunker down the left-hand side has been expanded quite a bit as the lake on the left-hand side has been added as well. The front part of this green is protected by tall palm trees that will certainly make you think on your second shots. This is a wonderful little par 4.
Nicely done.
Second shot here on the 6th. Well, good looking shot here. That's headed towards the green. Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
A chance to move into the top 10 on the leaderboard here. I like the look of this. Oh, that's a ripper. And what a way to jump into the top 10. And all of them are chasing Tiger once again as we move to the next. As we go from a wonderful little par 4, we go to a challenging, longer par 4, the 7.
And as you can see, there's a long fairway bunker down the left-hand side that makes you believe there's more room left than you actually have. It's just not there. Players should be looking a little bit further right. If you find the fairway, your second shot should be straightforward. In fact, Luke, I made a 2 here one time, so that shows you how simple this hole can be.
Well, that's a touch of the Freddie Couples rhythm right there. And he's down there.
Yeah, he's about 155 from this hole location.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Oh, they're dialed in. It's an absolute clinic.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
A birdie putt awaits. Oh, so close. Putting for a par now. Now that's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert. This shot now being played from the fairway bunker. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Trailing by 4 strokes. The 8th hole, a long par 3 stretching 240 yards at its maximum. It's no sleeper, that's for sure.
I don't find anything sleepy about this hole. The front of this green is so narrow. There's no place to land it, especially when they put the flagstick there. This hole will grab your attention, as it should, because it's a long iron to a sliver of an opening. Even when they put the pin on the right-hand side, you want no part of it. The center of the green all day long here.
Yeah, nicely played. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Trying to get to 2 under with this putt.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Didn't quite judge the speed on that one. There's part of about 6 feet coming up. Looks good off the blade. Yeah, he'll take that. And the entire field looks up at that familiar sight and sees the name of Tiger Woods on top. The final hole on the opening 9 at TPC Sawgrass Stadium course, Rich, is a clever three-shotter.
Par 5, 583 yards from the back. Most players will play this as a three-shotter. Just find the fairway out to the left, second shot out to the right, sets up a very simple third shot to a very narrow green. Miss it right or left, good luck getting it up and down.
That's tiny. Look out world was his statement when he came out onto the Pro Tour, and we look back in the greatness in sports right across all sport in the world. Has one player or one athlete had a greater impact on their sport more than Tiger Woods did for golf?
I hate to say no, because I also look back at the sport, Luke, when Arnold Palmer came through. Good-looking fella and just kind of came from a blue-collar background, and I kind of think that Arnold Palmer paved the way for a Tiger Woods that then go out and dominate, because golf was already on the radar. It just wasn't nearly as much on the radar as it is now because of Tiger. But I think because of what Arnold Palmer did, he set the groundwork for all of this. But in saying that, in the modern era, in the modern game, to be fair, and you look at every sport across the books, and I don't care whether you're talking about, you know, Tom Brady, LeBron James right now, I don't think you have a bigger player globally, with the exception of maybe Messi or Ronaldo, than Tiger Woods. I just think that from a global standpoint, Tiger Woods, whenever he shows his face anywhere.
Oh, stop it. What a way to make your par.
Oh, what a hole out. I'd love to say I'm surprised, but I'm not. This is just what they do.
This putt is to move inside the all-important top 10.
Looking good so far.
Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. So, Rich, give us a halftime report.
Luke, top 10 on the leaderboard and moving up. It'll be interesting to see how this player performs over the next 9 holes.
Oh, that sounded absolutely flushed. This shot is about 140 yards out. Currently 4 shots off the pace. Well, that's a handy shot. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
get excited. This could go in. And with that, that's their 4th birdie. Back-to-back birdies never hurt, Rich.
I like it. He's feeling it.
Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard.
Getting closer to that top spot on the leaderboard. This is getting interesting.
There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots if you get out of play.
There definitely is trouble, but the thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Most players will take driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the second shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the second shot on this hole.
That's the kind of strike that's going to make them come back every day of the week. That makes its way to the first cut. Getting ready to play their 3rd. 3 shots off the lead. Not bad. Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Well, this would be a good putt to make to move into the top 5. That's half a chance of being holed, this one. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And that puts him into the top 5 for the tournament. He finds himself at a share of 4th.
Well, now, things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
The tee shot is all that matters on the short par 4 12th. Most players can reach the green. It's just the decision whether the player goes for it or not.
They can, but they better be aware that there's a lot of danger up there. Water left obviously is no good, but even bailing out to the right in those dunes, in the mounds, and little pot bunkers on top of those mounds, well, forget about it. That's not a good space either, especially since the green does run pretty hard from right to left. If you want to take this hole on with driver and expecting to make 3, well, you need to realize that a 5 and a 6 could be easily made as well.
Atta boy, good shot. And this putt to move into 2nd spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it. This one's online. That's a tad upsetting. A par putt awaits. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 3 13th.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
Ooh, wouldn't that have been nice? What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Setting up this putt 24 feet from the cup.
Oh, just missed. Putting for a bogey. The putt drops, and we're moving on. And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's 1 stroke behind his rival in this event.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Currently at 3 under for the event. There's a few birdie opportunities out of the gate here on the second 9 at TPC Sawgrass, but it really starts to toughen up down the stretch, starting here with a difficult par 4 14.
Difficult tee shot on this plane, some 481 yards from the tip. You find the fairway, and you've got a decent chance of finding the green with your second shot. But if you're out of position anywhere on this hole, your number will go up exponentially.
Going with the 7. Well, this should be unpredictable. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here. He's had a disagreement with the caddy. He's gone down a club.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Just 9 feet remaining to the hole.
Now this is important. This for par.
This is a good chance. Solid par putt, that. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. The par 4 15th again requires another strong tee shot because there's some trees in the way, Rich.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. That's a little wayward.
What's a strange miss there. Look, they've been hitting the greens all day long.
Well done. That takes the pressure off the putt. That's a chip to be proud of.
Judging it beautifully.
If he makes this, he'll save his par. He finds himself in a share of 8th. As we head to the 16th tee, the famous par 5 reached the start of the gauntlet.
Ideally, players want to take their tee shots from right to left, start off that fairway bunker and move it left back in the fairway. Anything down the left-hand side can get caught up into those trees and really cause players issues with their layup. You find the fairway, now you have a massive decision to make. Go for it or bail out to the left, thinking that's the safe play. It really is not. You have to be brave and try and find this green with your second shot. If not, it could come up and bite you.
Not really what they were hoping for there.
Time for the second shot at the 16th. To win the Players' Championship, you've got to run the gauntlet, Rich. Here we are with that big testing second shot at 16.
The water down the right-hand side is very obvious. What's not obvious are the grass bunkers on the left-hand side. You hit it in those, no guarantee of getting up and down. If you take on the green and find it, then you're almost guaranteed a birdie 4.
Oh, look at this. Right down the throat. Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Let's get back to it, shall we? 4 feet to the cup. Oh, well played. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. All right, Rich, you've stood there, you've hit the shot. Take us through the par 3 17.
when you play here in a practice round, it looks like you could just throw it on there. But when you're in a tournament round, it doesn't even look like it exists. The hole changes so much when the tournament starts. That's what I love about it. You just add 35,000 people who are having some fun and ready to heckle you if you knock it in the water. Good luck. Enjoy.
Choosing the 9-iron here. Come on, that finish line's in sight. Let's power towards it. And this putt to move into a tie for third place.
Rolling end to end, this looking nice.
Was on a good line. Big putt for par coming up. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. Let's head to the finishing hole. This wonderful par 4 18th. Wonderful only if you're a spectator.
It's wonderful if you're not playing it for a lot of cash. It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole, probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
Handy effort, that one. And this putt for a final score of 67. Ouch, that hurts. Well, now it's a bit disappointing. 3 feet to go here to the hole. And that'll do it for this player at this tournament. And Henny, no win for this player, but they set a goal and accomplished it by performing better than their rival. They've got to be pleased with taking down Justin Thomas.
Oh, that's right, Luke. This player challenged JT and beat him. That takes a lot of confidence, but also a lot of skill to pull off. Congratulations to them.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Bean, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow.